All right. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Good morning, everybody, or good evening, wherever you are.
Ah, we're still letting people come in. Let's see. I want it to be. We're pinned. Hopefully, it'll just record it. Oh, more people are coming in. Yes, this is awesome. It's so beautiful to see you all. So many familiar faces, few new faces. Mm, to be, yeah.
Hello.
Welcome, everybody, to Exploring Eros Hot Seat Session. This is the first of six in the 6 week series. And yeah, I'm feeling really grateful and excited to be opening this journey with you all. It's amazing that you're here live. And yeah, I'm excited. I feel super excited.
Yeah, let's officially land in the space. So give your body a little wiggle and shake wherever you are, whether you're sitting on a cushion or a chair or a couch.
Yeah. Let's take a few deep breaths and wake up the body, roll your shoulders, roll your neck out.
Stretch. Oh.
Yeah, make some sound. Let your vibration. Yeah, nice. Sticking your tongue out.
Ah.
Yes, we have such an amazing group here. Let's
Mm.
all start shaking to activate some fire energy. So rubbing your hands, bringing some friction, shaking, rapid fire. With some sound. Keep shaking. Another 15 seconds. 5, 4, keep shaking, making sound. Big breath.
Deep breath in all the way. Hold it at the top. And unmute everybody. Let your voice come through the audio. Yes, hear the voices.
I don't think there's an option to unmute everybody. We were trying to do it so you didn't have to. Yeah,
Welcome, everybody.
I'm gonna mute you all again.
All right, so we got some great check-in questions for everybody. So let's get a sense of who's in the field and what people are coming with. We'll use the chat as our check-in space.
Yeah.
And so first thought that comes to mind when you hear the word Eros. Post in chat what comes to mind. Free association, just let your imagination flow. Eros.
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 Desire, sensuality, life force.
Energy direction.
Energy direction. Yeah, keep it flowing. Archery. Yeah. I heard that when I said it.
Yeah.
But it's right. It's like Cupid's bow.
Cupid's bow. Energy direction.
In touch. Greek Roman sex ritual pagan. Greek goddess. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay. Feel free to keep them coming. Second
one. Okay. So take a big breath, release that. Now, what is the first thing that arises in you when you hear turn on? Turn on. Pop it in the chat. Hot seats, hot sensation, activate. Alive. Passion and connection, desire, electricity, ignite, arousal, shame. Right. Nice. Thank you, Kim. Yeah. Excitement. Yeah, we've
Okay.
got the full spectrum here. Pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Delicate.
once again, we've got another one for you. So allow this to be not only the mind trying to define and connect, but also feel it all the way from your root up through your body and just like open to
Oh,
these words sacred sexuality. So breathe that in before you even go to the mind, just breathe it in, the essence, the energy of these words, and then see what the mind comes up with. Let the mind be the mouthpiece for the sex, the gut, the heart,
sacred sexuality.
to
Truth.
becoming
Oh,
one,
two becoming one.
energy building and movement.
That was still for the other one.
Mm,
God through sex.
mm.
Yeah. Uncertain. Mm. Connection to spirit, source. Oh, I'm getting chills. Magic. Woo! Feel it. You have the details up on your thing. Magic. Yeah. Divine connection. Life source, life force. Okay. Yeah. Intentional, purposeful, physical connection. A few more times. Yeah. Beautiful. Let's all take a breath. Feeling into our shared field here. Heart led intimacy. And as I'm saying these words back, can you tune in to how it feels in your body? This is something we really will invite here in this series again and again and again is your felt sense coming into the body, attuning to your somatic awareness. I feel so excited to be with you all. Also, I just want to say we are recording this and I have us pinned. So hopefully, it'll primarily be like on us so that the replays are in that view. Does anybody know who's worked with Zoom a lot? Like if we have us pinned, but we're looking at the gallery view, if it'll just, yeah, good. I was going to ask you, Frank.
I believe it should create multiple videos that have different views, and you can, if you want to upload them, I believe you can choose which one.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So,
Okay. So we just did a little free association exercise for those who are just arriving. And yeah, part of the free association, when we say something like first thought that comes to mind, yeah, it is a mental exercise. And also, we're asking you to connect it to all your energy centers. And so also, we want to understand what's alive in you all. What has inspired you to show up on this Zoom call, session number 1? And to give you a sense, today's the opening. So we're going to lay out what this journey is going to entail. Um, we probably won't get into any explicit hot seat coaching today, but that's going to be an aspect of it. And we'll talk more about that. Hey, we just had to do some emotional release, intense energy, and it all cleared. So now to get a sense of why you're all here, if you could again write in chat just a few words, nothing too long, but don't cut it short. A few words in chat. What are you most excited about in this container? This container, exploring Eros, hot seat sessions, whether someone just told you to come and you don't know anything about it, or you've read every single word that we've written about this and you've seen every post. What are you excited about in this container?
all right. Coming into alignment with my, is it beastly sexual energy?
Maybe it's beast.
Beastie? Beastie or beastly? Exploring. Beastie.
Beast.
The beastie sexual energy. Yes. Exploring. Connection with like minded people. Yeah. Expanding. Let it keep on flowing. And what we're doing here is we are creating a shared field. We are coming into coherence with one another, feeling our soul connection. So deepening my sexual connection to myself. Dimmy, dimmy. Exploring sacred sex, finding ways to go deeper than just the orgasm with my partner. That gives me heart flutters. Connecting with inner self to better connect with others. Beautiful. Cultivating Eros on a more daily basis.
Mm,
Learning how to communicate to deepen my connection with my partner. Beautiful. Exploring sacred sexuality and cultivation connection.
beautiful.
This is amazing.
Okay.
All right.
You got this one?
Yeah, we've got another question. So, what are you most excited about with this
That's what
container?
we just did. That's what I just said.
Oh. I thought it was why you're here.
No, no. I just asked everyone, what are you excited about?
Oh, okay. Well, now I want to know why, but they feel similar. What do you think? I think there could be a distinction.
Okay.
So, what's your why? The why is so important. When we change our questions, we change our life, and having clarity on our why, it it opens up the doorway to aligning with purpose. So, what is your why for being here? Growth. I want to hear from both of you. Connor. Maybe I was Connor. I don't know who's typing. Deeper connection to my truth. There you go. To change, to create a new relationship with my sensual, sexual side. Most excited for what is to unfold and to be on this journey with y'all.
Mm,
My why is my love for myself and deservability. Mm. Ooh. Tapping into the parts of myself that are still hidden to release shame and feel authentic pleasure. Mm. It's wild. Each of these that you're sending, it's like sending ripples through my body. Alignment with my higher self. Want to feel more free, liberated, and not self-limited. I understand intellectually this part of me, but instinctually hide from fear.
mm,
Mm. There are so few resources to explore this topic, and life is too short for trivial sex.
mm.
Ah, yes. You want to read some, baby?
Sure. My why is just pure interest and expansion on this topic and to reconcile the sensual with the sexual, allowing both to coexist. Deeper knowing that is beyond words and exploring more. More free. Feed my desire to connect with the soul level.
Ah, finding a deeper capacity to connect and translate my soul into body. Can we all just take a deep breath together? A moment to feel yourself, to feel the others who have chosen to join in this space, to share in this space, and
Yeah.
to feel our collective field.
Having clarity on your why is your anchor, what you can keep coming back to throughout this journey. Why am I here? And hearing other people's too might inform and help refine your why. And so, with a why, there may also be nervousness. So, we'd love to hear in chat, what are you most nervous about as you enter the realms of talking about and exploring sexuality? What are you most nervous about? What brings up fear, apprehension, hesitation?
And as you're doing this, just want to invite those of you who have your camera off. It's totally okay if you keep it off, but if you can allow yourself to be seen, even if you're moving around, great to feel your energy. Just saw Ricky pop in. So great to see all of your faces. Ah, the nervousness of not being enough. gorgeous, Gina. Being vulnerable.
Mm.
Baby.
Being exposed.
Never having what I desire.
Mm.
Baby.
Feelings of shame coming up, being too much, fear of being undesirable, and also confronting the disconnect between the level of expertise I think I should have versus what I have created.
Mm.
Finding a partner with the same interest, all the above.
Yeah. Mm. Being seen in all my desire. I feel that. Yeah. Fear of not finding the level of connection and love that I am seeking. Shame, guilt, unworthiness, getting manipulated or blinded by desire. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for
Okay, so we'd love to
turning.
share a little bit. Oh,
I'm gonna read
Ricky.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm afraid of actually not going after what I want and letting that doubt in my head win. Fear, the cultural and environmental aspects of how sexuality is viewed.
Mm,
Yes. Communication, my desires being rejected.
mm,
That seems to be a little bit of a theme, something around desire and having them not be met, or being exposed and sharing desire. It seems like that's coming up for a few of us. More people are joining. This is incredible. Okay. Are we gonna just say that?
Yeah, so we'd love to share a little bit about our why we are here. Um, what I'm being reminded of through reading all your responses. Um, so is anyone familiar with the spiritual teacher David Data? Just like show of hands.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So he's just a beautiful soul. His words have really resonated with us, and he has this one book called Wild Nights, which features his teacher, this guy named Mykonos. And there's this one line that always stuck with me. Mykonos says, "There's nothing else to talk about besides sex and death," and it totally resonated with me. So a big why for us is just like create space to talk about this most interesting, edgy, wonderful, magical, nerve-wracking topic of sexuality.
Yeah, I feel like growing up, anytime, I mean, sex has always been so interesting and intriguing. And, when I was younger, I would, if I was ever up late, I would go on HBO somehow. And it was like, what was it called? Real Sex. There was this like show and be like sneaking around. And anytime there was a conversation, it was like, this is the most, I want to know more. I want to talk about it. So I feel my energy right now, there's so much giddiness because here we are together sharing about this topic that it it's in all of our lives. It's how we all got here. So that's a big why for me to create a space where we're free of judgment. We're here exploring. We welcome the energy of curiosity and openness, and we get to talk about one of the most interesting topics on planet Earth. Well, some may say. All right. What's with you, baby?
Well, yeah, another why is just that
Oh,
we've been on this journey too. And yeah, we said it was like the first line of the event description for this. It's like, good luck finding a person on planet Earth who has not experienced some level of sexual frustration.
mm,
And so this experience that offers the greatest potential for connection and love and pleasure, so it would be that it would also offer the greatest potential for pain and disconnect and um, fear. And so that makes it all the more fascinating. And personally, I prefer the sides of love and joy and connection. That's what I want to work towards, which isn't to say I'm like gonna repress the pain and the fear and the disconnect as it arises. Um, However, through opening space like this, we can all learn from each other, um, how to find greater joy and connection and love in sexuality. And as some of you have been mentioning, yeah, this topic can also bring up shame and fear. And so this journey is about exploring how to bring greater harmony and alignment into sexuality, personally and with partners.
Yeah. Something that you just spoke to is the kind of this desire for love and connection. And oh, can you mute it?
Yeah.
I have a little technical thing that we're navigating simultaneously. um, yeah, actually, I'll say it here just in case anybody. Initially put Harry's Zoom link, but we're on my Zoom link, and we just want that to be known that the Zoom link is now up to date, and we're going to be in this Zoom room. So the one that you came into here, it starts at 7:05 or something. You can save that link somewhere easily accessible for the following weeks. But yeah, so something you said was that that's not to say you're going to avoid the pain and the fear, the discomfort that comes. And something that I'm discovering more and more is that mm, the deeper I am willing to feel, the more I'm willing to feel the depth of discomfort and pain and fear, and actually give myself the space to feel it fully without turning away or distracting or avoiding it in some way. The more I'm able to give myself the space to feel that depth of density, it gives way for such an expansive feeling of joy and bliss and love and connection. We might have a desire to experience all the joy, all the happiness, all the fluffy high energy, and we can only go so high. We need to be able to meet that polar. We need to be able to meet. We live in duality, so if we want to reach greater heights, we need to be willing to go to greater depth.
Yeah. There's something I've spoken to before and that I've noticed through entering into different ceremonies and rituals. When I have a clear intention that would sound something like, my intention is to embody love. What I've found is that spirit will often show me all the ways that I get distracted from experiencing love. And so it's as if spirit says to me, like, it's a beautiful intention, Harry. And this is your human experience. You are in duality in a human body. And these are the things that you need to see in order to become that pure embodiment of love.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. This is something, everything that we experience in this human reality, it's through the lens of duality. And we're here on the path to sacred union, the path of sacred union. And whatever my intention is, my intention is to be an embodiment of divine remembrance, right? I can say that. And there might be moments where I've blasted off, my heart has been completely opened, and I've had the tangible experience of knowing union, of becoming one with all that is. And with that expansion comes contraction. And the path to fully landing in my desired state of being is going to reveal to me everything that is keeping me from actually landing in it. All of those little mental patterns and inner narratives and inferiorities, insecurities, all of those things are going to bubble right up to the surface the moment that I'm actually, like, truly ready. Like, if I really want it, then spirit source is going to be like, all right, do you really?
Mhm.
Then look at this,
Yeah.
because this is what's keeping you from experiencing what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, for anyone who's ever been on medicine journeys with sacred plant medicine, or just had mystical transcendent experiences through other ways, early on my journey, I would often feel like, oh my God, this is how I always want to be.
Yeah.
Like, and it would be a hard come down when I would find myself getting frustrated about the little things in life. And
Yes.
the shift that has really supported me is not uh I'm perfect now. The shift has been actually like an excitement for the moments when I do get triggered, and welcoming those moments because they're almost seen as like tests.
Yeah, it's an initiation.
And so I get excited because it's like a game that the universe is guiding me through. It's like, okay, here it is, another opportunity to see if I can greet this stimulus that used to trigger me immensely, see if I can greet it differently, see if I
Right.
can change the pattern.
Right. I mean, it really is like a video game. At each level, you come to a bigger monster that needs to be defeated. And all of those monsters are just versions of ourselves that are keeping us in the structure that we've identified with for, you know, it's like this previous identified structure that we've been living in. And in order to land in the next level of our being, we need to conquer the next, inner monster.
All right, so there's like a couple of things I want to touch on.
Cool.
Just curious, by show of hands in here, how many people saw our sexy survey that we put on a story on Instagram? It asked you to describe yourself. Which of these best describes you?
Yeah.
Um, and so, yeah,
Yeah. Can you show your hand if you saw that survey? Not on Instagram. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
so
Was it?
it was a survey to get a
It
sense
was on
of
Facebook briefly.
people's different situations, what's bringing them here. Um, the top response that almost everyone said yes to was wanting to integrate tantra and spirituality into their sexuality. And so that's becoming clear as well through your responses in chat. The other questions on the survey had to do with where people are at in their relationships, whether you're in a long-term relationship wanting to like reignite the fire, whether you're starting out a new relationship and wanting to set a strong foundation of sexual connection, whether you're solo and want to deepen connection with yourself sexually, whether you're healing sexual trauma or choosing to like lean into healing sexual trauma. And so yeah, we had people in all of the responses had people saying, yes, that describes me. And so the reason I'm sharing this now is just to say that this journey of exploring Eros is going to be a comprehensive one. We want to touch all the places that resonate with different people's needs and desires. And also recognizing that a lot of people said multiple, like it wasn't just one. Yeah, I'm in a new relationship and I want tantra and sexuality and I'm healing sexual trauma. So just recognizing the interconnectedness of our field, that a lot of us are experiencing many of the same things, and it's something we talk about again and again, that in these kinds of spaces, when I share my story vulnerably or when I sit into the hot seat, oftentimes I realize that one, a lot of people share my experience, and two, by opening myself vulnerably, it actually served other people who might have been a little too nervous to step into those waters.
Right. Yeah. It's like your work is my work. Whatever it is that one of us is going through, chances are majority of others are as well. So we get to learn through the reflection, the mirror that we all are for one another. So again, just really illuminating this field of coherence. We're all in this together, and in sharing, in in leaning into that space of vulnerability and allowing ourselves to be intimate with one another, letting those walls soften and dissolve and allowing ourselves to be seen. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Wait, how did I start that?
Through allowing ourselves to be seen.
Oh yeah, there's a realization like I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Look, I think my face just got a little red. Forgot where I was going.
I've learned to completely trust Lavina's channel, even if it freezes like that.
Right, like that's the thing, right? There could be an insecurity there of like, oh no, I was saying something and then I dropped off. Like maybe people think I'm stupid or, whatever the story might be. But this is the vulnerability, allowing all parts to be seen. There's nothing to shame. And when that which we shame is brought into this space of being witnessed, it loses its power. This is the power of exposure.
Yeah. Okay. So I would love to share 4 pillars that we have learned as like the
Right.
elements of sacred sexuality.
Okay, thank you.
Um, and so we'll share these, just kind of feel them, open to them, let these be, guiding forces. And then also, once we share these, I'd love for you guys to post in chat. How would you put it in your own words? How would you refine it yourself? Or what might you add to it that's not named here?
Awesome.
All right. So, one pillar of sacred sexuality, as we understand this, is that Eros, sexual energy, our life force, can be channeled for prayer, that it can be used to cast spells in the realms of sex magic and to create and manifest our visions in this reality.
Oopsie.
So that's one.
Yeah. And the second pillar is channeling Eros, channeling this life force, this sexual energy for healing. So recognizing that this energy, sexual energy, is of the most powerful energies that we get to work with as human beings. And when harnessed with intention and skill, it has the power to offer healing.
Yeah, coming into wholeness. That sacred sexuality allows for tremendous heart opening and connection. That when we are in the embodiment of sacred sexuality and either with ourselves and connecting with all parts of ourselves or connecting with a lover, that sacred sexuality is about deep heart opening connection.
And fourth pillar is embodying orgasm. What does that mean? This is beyond pleasure. It's really attuning our somatic awareness to the present moment, activating our sensual awareness so that as we walk through life, as we experience reality, it can truly become orgasmic. It's emerging with spirit and matter. So, this deep embodiment of a living, breathing, walking orgasm.
So before we ask you to write a little bit in chat, let's actually just give a little more energy to what Lavina just shared. So in this moment, we can actually experience this. You close your eye and sense your body. Notice your breath, notice the sensation, and then consciously choose to feel pleasure through these sensations. That right now, there is pleasure to be experienced, pulsing throughout your entire body.
Tune into what it is that you're hearing, sound that is moving into your ears. Can you access pleasure in that?
And realizing that the experience of pleasure is simply the universe guiding you deeper into yourself to feel more. And you can enhance your sensitivity, your somatic sensitivity, with breath, with movement, and with sound. So, right now in this moment, allow your body just to naturally move, to be moved. Don't move yourself. Allow yourself to be moved. Allow your life force to guide your movement. It might be a subtle undulation or gyration.
Maybe your hips begin to rock or circulate.
Allow your breath to become juicy and deep, stirring up everything inside you from your root, rising up through your energy centers and circling, orbiting around your body.
Can you allow more pleasure into your experience? Gentle vibration, allowing sound. Feel your voice, feel your tone.
Feel how sexy you are just by choosing it to be true, choosing it to be so. It is a choice.
Pleasure is a choice. Pleasure and pain are two sides of the same coin.
And as you tune into your body, you can actually expand beyond the skin. This is embodying orgasm, expanding beyond the skin and sensing your field that exists feet beyond the borders of your body, that you are actually emanating a field of sensitivity, of pleasure.
Ooh,
It stretches beyond your skin, above your head, below your feet. It's being received from on high, from the heavens. It's being received from the earth below. And then just carry this subtle awareness that as you sensitize to your body, as you choose pleasure and somatic awareness, and as you choose to expand your field of sensitivity, it touches the people you come into contact with. And we're getting into what is one of the greatest human needs as we ascend on the spiritual path is the need to serve and contribute to others' well-being. And simply by being a somatically attuned human being, someone who is deeply in touch with their body, you become a vector, a beacon for healing, for pleasures. Simply just by looking into your eyes, people feel it.
breathe into the power of that.
Mm. Your somatic sensitivity, of the awareness of your body, is emotional awareness. Emotions are bodily phenomena. They are messengers letting you know what you need, what you want.
This is all a beautiful invitation to land deeper in presence and true presence. When we attune to this somatic sensitivity, our body, our body is the bridge between earth and spirit. And our body is always here, always in this now moment. Our breath, always here, always. And by offering devotion, truly coming into devotion to our breath and our body, we are devoting to present, to coming into that space of union with all that is. This is the greatest gift for ourselves and our experience of reality, and also the gift to others, is it offers that remembrance.
Allow yourself to slowly emerge from this space. And as you feel ready, just bring the mind back in to be that mouthpiece for the body, be that mouthpiece for the sex and the gut, the belly and the heart. Just write a couple words, a few words in chat, what you're noticing, what becomes aware to you through tuning into your body, through choosing pleasure, through embodying orgasm. And it may be that you actually notice resistance and limitation. All of it is welcome. We'll say that again and again throughout these 6 weeks, that you do not need to feel bliss and orgasm. All of this is a practice.
Mm. Miracle, magic. It's just who I am. It's home. The air feels orgasmic on my skin, creating goosebumps. The moment I read that, I felt it. Very relaxing, like yoga nidra. I disappeared for a bit.
Mm.
Woo. I keep getting these like shocks of Shakti just like
What do we call it?
surging up.
Uncontrolled energy. What do we call it?
Wait, no, there's also uncontrolled energy movements.
Spontaneous
So
energy movements.
it's Shakti, just like
Mhm.
the relief of presence.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way to put it, Dimitra. The relief of presence. It is so relieving every time. It's the greatest relief is presence.
Organization, is that right? Organization is pleasure.
Organization.
Can you speak a little more to that? I want to understand. Lightness and maybe that's lightness and deer. Did you mean deer? Maybe you meant fear. Or deer.
The D is next to the F on the keyboard. Could be.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Fear. Lightness and fear. Yeah. So there's fear in the lightness? Is that what's coming up? Like who am I without the pressure? Who am I without the weight? I know that's come up for me. Yeah. Okay. And then I think
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Um well, how my pleasure can be relayed to others. Really. Yeah. I'm feeling a block in my ability to experience orgasmic energy in my own body without feeling connection to another.
Mm.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for naming that, Frank. I'm sure you're not alone in that. And yeah, it's something that we can explore. And we're going to talk a bit about what the curriculum is, what's on the horizon for these 6 weeks. And a huge part of this is the inner sacred union. How do we experience all of this without a partner?
Yeah.
What does that look like to delve into these realms on a solo venture?
Electric, tingling throughout my body, resistance, freedom in my spine.
Mm.
Yeah. Expansion beyond limitations. How soft and capable of feeling sensation my body actually is.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah, I love the
Soft.
softness.
Yeah.
It really, that word, it
It's
instantly
so
brings
felt.
about the experience. Yeah,
Right.
it's so felt.
Yeah. I find pleasure in organized environment. Ah, yeah.
Okay.
That resonates with me too.
Yeah.
Organization. Silence. Ah,
Yeah. Stillness.
fear. Feeling uncomfortable. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that in. Relaxation and sense of calm, knowing I showed up for myself here. Yeah. Thank you all for showing up. This is a Thursday morning and we're here together. Awesome. I'm interested in nighttime dream work.
Mm.
Ah.
Yeah.
Bringing that in.
Maybe that's another pillar. Sometimes sacred sexuality brings about clarity and visions unto our greatest desires,
Oh my God.
showing us the next part of our journey.
Right.
All
So
right.
speaking of the next part of our journey.
Nice segue, baby.
Yeah, we're really excited. So we have 6 weeks together. And as we mentioned today, we are opening the field and tapping into what's alive in our field. And this field it's alive. It's an organism. It's going to expand and contract like the breath. And we're keeping it open. Like this is totally open, even within this space here, it's open. If people are coming in late, we want this to be just
Yeah.
fluid.
It's not like other containers we hold that are more solid and secure. It's like we do want this to be fluid and open, and it's just here. It's here for people to access.
Yeah. We want it to be, we want to touch, we want to reach as many as possible, all of us together in the field. We want the field to be felt, this space of opening communication about these topics. So, our core themes, we've got our opening today, and week 2, we will open for the hot seat coaching. So, we'll go a little bit more into that, but we'll also have teachings each week. So, week 2 is about masculine and feminine dynamics. So, the divine masculine and feminine. It's not male or female. We're going into the dynamics that exist, and these energies exist in all of nature, exist within each of us. So we're going to explore these dynamics a little bit more, the shadows that can exist on either side, and the alignment and the mature expression of each. Also, attachment needs and jealousy. So what can come up in these places? Yeah. You want to do week 3?
Sure. So following from that,
Oh, I didn't. Okay, sorry. Week 2, we're also going to go into trust and in partnership.
yeah. So kind of speaking back to what Frank mentioned, but the masculine feminine dynamics, that's a conversation about masculine and feminine within oneself,
Yeah.
and harmonizing that relationship within oneself, and also then bringing that out into the world, because each of us carries like an essence,
Yeah.
that we're naturally predisposed to,
Right.
to be more of a masculine energy at times, more of a feminine energy at times, and talk about how that influences our attachment needs, our experience of jealousy and trust, and in partnership.
In partnership, and also trust within ourselves. Like the Shiva and the Shakti, the container I'm creating for myself to move and dance within and create. And I trust myself to follow through.
So then that will lead into, okay, when connection does happen, how can I experience the kind of connection that allows me to trust, that allows me to open, that allows me to feel safe? And so we're going to touch on consent and boundaries, and offer some tools for emotional release when emotions become so intense, when there's a fight, flight, freeze response, that we're going to offer some tools to help move that energy and harmonize that energy.
Right. And the tools that we offer, maybe some of you have been in our workshops or come to our master classes, and these tools can be utilized before there's a strong trigger as well. It's a way to actually activate life force and to keep energy running, to keep that fluidity of being alive, feeling alive, and just keeping our energy running. So then in week 4, we've got playful, curious, intimate connection. So, how we can explore connection and bringing in a playful and curious energy without destination. What happens when there's no goal? What are your erotic blueprints and sexual styles? Having this awareness is such a game changer, to know thyself and to be able to share that in communication. So this these formats for communicating when entering into deeper intimacy, whether it's with self, having the inner dialogue, or with another.
Yeah. Week 5, we'll talk about the bodily elements of this. So, sexual health and vitality. And so, for men, we'll be touching on ejaculatory choice and how to gain greater awareness and sensitivity to your orgasm, to your ejaculation, whether you're someone that, um, yeah, tends to come quicker than you'd like, or someone that struggles to remain hard, and just find yourself in performance anxiety or getting caught up in your head while making love.
Like how to hold the space for that experience, right? As like depending on the dynamic of your of relating, but how to hold space for that experience arising. And then for female bodies, will be in the exploration of what's our relationship, what is the relationship to self-pleasure, what arises when entering that space.
Hmm. Yeah. So shifting from, as David Data calls it, a cock sneeze to full body, multiple uh, evolutionary cosmic orgasms that emanate and ripple throughout the collective. Final week.
Sacred sexuality, shamanism, tantra, and sex magic. So once we've really laid down the foundation and delved into all of these themes, we want to take it to the next level of how we can really harness this sacred energy to manifest our desires, and desires being true desires and coming from a place of alignment, like this. Desires are divinely inspired, and having the ability to discern where a desire is coming from and aligning with that. This is my soul. This is my soul calling,
Mm.
and I get to harness my sexual energy to bring forth my desires into the material world,
Mhm.
to birth my reality, my dream reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, here's the fun part.
Okay, so just one
Oh,
more part about that. So each week,
okay.
there's going to be a teaching and then an opportunity for someone to step into the hot seat. And what that means is that one person has the spotlight on them. They bring what's alive for them to the circle, and Lavina and I guide them through a little bit of a coaching process. I say little bit just because it's going to be on the briefer side. Obviously, it's not going to be like the full comprehensive coaching journey that we take people on, but you just get to see a taste of what that work is like. And so, sending it to all of you right now, if that's something that you feel interested in, or you feel your heart pounding at the very thought of it, then reach out to us and let us know.
Yeah, there will be 5 opportunities. So 5. Claiming it. Yes,
Yeah.
Frank. All right. Maybe we'll have you in next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in order to be in the running for that, send us a message. Send us a private message. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So here's a fun part. We are offering a giveaway challenge. So, all of you are here live, and for all of you who are catching the replay, and for those who come at a later time, everyone is able to enter this giveaway. And each week, we're going to offer a practice or a journal prompt or some kind of soul work, something to integrate into your life. And all you need to do is share about your experience, share yourself, whether it be a video or a photo or something.
Yeah.
You share it out and tag Soul Connection Collective. So I see some of you don't have Instagram, but you can also do it on Facebook. Right? I don't know how it would work on Facebook. This will primarily be checking it on Instagram.
Maybe another option is, if you're not on Instagram or Facebook, you can email us or send it to us another way. And
I will post
if
it.
you give us your permission, we'll post it.
Right. Yeah. So if you aren't on Instagram, then send it to us and we'll be able to share it for you to enter. So it will go out in an email. We'll have this all written, but our Instagram is, I'm gonna type it. Oops. Soul.connection _ collective.
Yeah, we'll send out this information again.
Right. So you'll tag us in it and hashtag exploring Eros. And yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
So
But they win.
I'm about to say it. I wanted to say I had some resistance to this. This reminding me of like old marketing stuff from my childhood, but we're reclaiming it. Yeah, like, this is a form of we're calling this magical marketing.
It's really an invitation for you to fully show up.
Yeah.
Like this is all in the energy of giving. We only want to give you more, and by you committing and showing up and, you know, following through with these practices, then you get to receive even more.
Yeah. We had a little dispute about it because it was reminding me of like cheesy
Cheesy.
marketing ploys from earlier in my life, but
And I was like, no.
I wanna reclaim it. And yeah, this is about getting this medicine out to people and spreading this kind of energy throughout our community.
Yeah.
That's what it's really anchored in. And yeah, we want to make it fun. So
Right.
if
And then last thing is like more people that see it, the more people can come, the more people who are dancing in this field together, you
yeah.
know.
If you follow through on this, 6 weeks, 6 sessions, 6 opportunities to post about your experience and
Tag
tag
us.
us, then you get some juicy items and experiences. So one is you get a pound of ceremonial grade cacao from Guatemala.
Yep.
Another is a homemade medicinal mushroom blend tincture. It's been brewing in our pantry for the past few months and it is potent and ready. I take it, I was taking it every day for like 3 years and never got sick, never got COVID. The mushrooms, they're powerful.
Our teachers, our ancestors. Yeah. Yeah.
And then also is the opportunity to have access to a 75-minute coaching session with us. So it's a 2-on-1 coaching session where, yeah, kind of similar to the hot seat, but you get to go deeper and it's just you and it's
Totally.
just us. And you get the opportunity to dive in and fully receive.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
And so all of that has a value of $700. And that's what's being offered through this
All you do is show up, share
giveaway.
your heart, and then there will be a random choosing at the end.
Right, great question. So each week there will be a different kind of soul work assignment. It could be a journal prompt, it could be um, a spiritual practice like an exercise or some kind of um, yeah bodily exercise. We'll name it each week.
Yeah. And this is it for this week, right?
Yeah. So here's what it is for this week.
Okay. All right. So we've got some questions for you to sit with. So if you want, you can write them down. We will also send this out.
Let's post them in chat too.
Okay. Oh, okay. Um, we'll also send it out in an email. Make sure that you are signed in. I think you all are if you have the link. But um, okay. So question number one is if you were going to sit in the hot seat, even if that feels way beyond your comfort zone, but if you were, what would you want to work on?
That's question one.
Mhm.
Take that to your journal. If you were going to sit in the hot seat, even if that's way beyond your comfort zone, but if you were, what would you want to work on? And chat.
What?
What about chat?
Okay. Okay. All right. Question number two. It's February 9th. You've attended every single session, and now you are leaving the Zoom room after a sixth session. What has changed in your relationship with sexuality?
Right, so it's 6 weeks from today. It's February 9th, 2023. You have attended every single session. You're leaving the Zoom room after the sixth session. What is different? What has changed in your relationship with sexuality?
So I just posted both of them in the chat as well. And for this week's, part of the challenge, it's not that you need to share your answer. That's not what we're asking. It's really that you're sharing the essence of your experience. What are you walking away with after attending today's session and sharing from your heart, letting yourself be seen in some kind of process or dance or movement or creation, whatever it is, and tagging Soul Connection Collective. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about giveaway or about anything in general? Let's see. Feeling good. How's everybody feeling? Get little finger waves if you're feeling alive. Yeah, beautiful. Well, we are coming to a close for today. Feeling energized. Yes. Yeah. Thank you all so much for being here live. Feel free to invite your loved ones, your lovers, your friends, share it with your family. Let's normalize discussing and sharing about these topics. And
Yeah, and also along this journey and really into the beyond, a huge part of this for us is like letting y'all know that we're here. This is something that we feel so passionate about and love talking about, of being involved with. So, like, consider us in your corner. Feel free to reach out to us as things arise. We would love to be a part of your process.
yes, 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 yes. So we will be sending out the replay in the group. Make sure you're in the Facebook group as well. And we'll see you next week. Love you all so much. Have a
Bye,
beautiful
everyone.
day. My
Thanks for
favorite.
showing up,
Ah, Ricky.
Ricky, Chloe, Frank, David, Roberto,
Roberto. Thank you for your
Demetra,
service
Gina,
living in
Kim.
Bo. Big ups for holding these frequencies. Oh, so much love.
Yes.
Love that you're in my corner. Yes, Kim.
Yes.
Love you forever, Kim.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you guys. Thank you.
Squeezing all of you.
Ah, oh, thank you for making me feel shit. Yeah,
Nice.
feeling all the shit.
Feeling all the shit.
See you all. I want to save this whole chat.